start by logging in. That's a good place to start, isn't it?
Yep. Okay, so this video is just going to quickly show you how to bring in your Active Directory users into the ROI Print Manager software. So the first thing obviously we need to do is just quickly log in. Once we're in, we have to go down to Users and Security, and then you see the LDAP integration. Click on that. Right now there's no records that have been added, so we need to click the plus sign to add a record. Okay. Here is our configuration. So the name is the instance name, so your domain name. Connection frequency, that's all to do with syncing. So how often do you want to sync, hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, or manually? We'll just say daily on that. It gives you your last sync time and then your next sync time. We got an option there to send introduction email out. That basically, we've got a template in the software, and you can send introductory email out to all your users. You can give all your users a default password as you bring them in, and you can give your users a default cost account also as you bring those users in. So next we're going to go to the server, and this is the server settings where we set the attributes for the server. So the host is the IP address or the host name of your domain controller. Port always stays at 389 unless you're using SSL port. Your base DN is your basically your LDAP syntax, so DC equals and then DC equals. Login domain, that's your basically your NetBIOS domain name of your domain. So in our case, it'll just be something like PA test. Now, if you have trouble mapping your users, this is probably the reason why. You'd have to go back into login domain and add that NetBIOS main. Next, you've got your LDAP user that can enumerate your Active Directory domain and the password for that LDAP user. Okay, and then a valid group. Again, you can actually, if you've got an OU, a particular OU you want to enumerate, you could put in the LDAP syntax for that particular group. And then you've got your search filter. Your search filter basically is just your standard default search filter that will bring in your users. Again, you can customize that. Okay, once we've done all that, we're going to test LDAP. Okay, now you see we get an error. That is always because of a syntax error. So really what we want to do is go back into, click OK on that, go back into your LDAP user and put in your domain name / username. Okay, once you've done that, click on LDAP user, test LDAP again. And then you say, we have succeeded, the test has succeeded. You've got 2003 entries eligible of 2005 that are found, and now it will also tell you at this point whether your LDAP service is enabled or disabled. If it's disabled, because the first time you're doing it, you need to go into Manage Server. You'll see your LDAP update service there, and all you need to do is click on the Enabled button. Once that's done, you just go back into your LDAP integration and then run that test again. And we've already done that, so what we're going to do is just click on the Sync Now button. So from the time you click on that, it then starts going out to that particular Active Directory domain controller, and it uses those LDAP queries that you've set in to bring it in. And here you see we've already processed. Now we've done this, we've obviously run this a few times, so we don't need to, it hasn't added any extra users, but you see it has updated 4. And to quickly do a sanity check, you just go back into your users, and here you will see all your users that have been brought in. The LDAP sync is pretty quick. We've done 105, 110, 115,000 records in about 6 or 7 minutes. And that's all you need to do as far as your LDAP. And then of course you've set your synchronization time. You set it to, if you set it to daily, at that allotted time, it will bring in all the changes. So any users that are moved, any users that have been deleted, any users that need updating, it will just bring those in automatically and update those changes as and when. And I think that's it. I think that's all you need to do with bringing in your Active Directory users into ROI Print Manager software.